Is Highschool DxD one of your favorite guilty pleasure anime? As it's one of the most popular anime of all time, you're not alone in loving Highschool DxD. However, there's plenty of other good animes to watch once you have finished this show. If you are looking for anime like Highschool DxD, I got you covered up in this video. This list ranks the best shows similar to Highschool DxD, including similar genres, animes with similar characters and relationships, and many more. So make sure to watch it till the end and let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. So without any further ado, let's start with our list. On the 15th number, the anime name is Bikini Warriors. Bikini Warriors follows 4 buxom adventurers living in a fantasy world: fighter, paladin, a mage and a dark elf. They all wear revealing bikini armors and set off on regular vignettes and short stories while working to perform their unique jobs, making money to cover their lifestyle, and otherwise defeating monsters and enemies as a traveling party. It's a pretty simplistic story, but if you like classic RPGs or a fantasy world, there's plenty to enjoy here as well as a great view. On the 14th number, the anime name is Valkyrie Drive Mermaid. Mamori Tokonome is a young girl who has been infected with something known as armed virus. Girls affected with this virus are one of 2 classes: extras, who can transform into weapons when sexually excited, and liberators, who can wield extras when in weapon form through a process known as drive. These girls live on an island to keep away from the rest of the world until they are ready to come back into society. Mamori forms a partnership with a liberator named as Mirei Shikishima, and together the pair navigates the challenges of being paired together as weapon and a weapon user. On the 13th number, the anime name is Rosario Vampire. Thanks to his terrible grades, Sukune Aono cannot get into a regular school. The only place that will accept him is Yokai Academy, the boarding school filled with vampires, Scooby, Yuki-onna and other supernatural beings. Being a human at the school is dangerous because any human caught in its ground risks execution. Sukune will have to somehow keep his identity a secret, which won't be an easy task, especially not with all the romantic attention he is getting from the beautiful paranormal ladies at his school. While Issei gets involved in the world of demons through a slightly different method in Highschool DxD, he has plenty of comparable encounters with them. So definitely this anime is worth watching. On the 12th number, the anime name is Date Live. The series begins with a bizarre phenomenon called a space earthquake devastating Central Eurasia, claiming at least 150 million lives. Over the next 30 years, small space earthquakes swarms the world irregularly. At present, Itsukashido is an ordinary high school student not good with girls. On the first day of the class, a space earthquake destroys the city and a girl with armor appears in front of him. Taken in a violent battle, our hero finds himself unconscious. When he wakes up, he finds himself on a ship and learns that Kotori, his sister, is the captain. The latter tells him that the girl is one of the spirits, mysterious beings from another dimension who de-establishes the space and time when they arrive on Earth, and that the only way to stop this catastrophe is for them to finally meet love. On the 11th number, the anime name is Sekirei. Minato Sashi is an extremely intelligent 19-year-old, but he always fails to perform under pressure. This causes him to fail the college entrance exam twice, making others think that he is an idiot. He meets a girl named as Musubi and his life changes forever. Minato is a Sekirei and she has chosen Minato as her Ashikabi, a human with special powers that enables them to form a contract with the Sekirei. This allows Musubi to use her full powers when battling other Sekireis in the Sekirei plan, a competition among Sekirei organization by Hiroto Minaka, the founder of the MBI Corporation. Other Sekirei eventually chooses Minato as their Ashikabi, increasing the tension among the girls. Minato must quickly find a way to survive the battles as well as the constant competition amongst the Sekireis in pursuit of him. On the 10th number, the anime name is Demon King Daimao. Sai Akoto is a student who has just moved to the Academy of Magical Arts where he would like to fulfill the dreams he has had from an early age, which is to become a high priest and thus change the things that are wrong in the world. At the station, he meets Junko Hattori, a girl who, like him, attends the academy and who belongs to the Suhara family, which is in charge of the protecting the emperor. Having similar dreams, they decide to exchange an oath of friendship, and if one of them breaks it, the one who does will die with that sword. As soon as you arrive at the academy, it is necessary to undergo a physical fitness test, which also tells the student what their future occupation will be. Incredibly, when the time comes for Akoto's test, the artificial spirit predicts that the boy will become the future demon lord. On the ninth number, the anime name is Haganai. Hasegawa Kodaka is a transfer student at Sense Chronika's academy. He has blonde hair which, coupled with his piercing eyes, makes him look like a delinquent. Because of this, he has trouble making friends. One day, he runs into an equally solitary classmate named as Yozora Mikazuki as she walks with her imaginary friend Tomo. Realizing that they both lack in social department, they decide to establish the Neighbors Club, a club for people with no friends. Eventually, they meet the arrogant Sena Kashiwazaki, an underclassmate named as Yukimura Kunosoki, and Rika Shiguma, a wayward genius. Will this wild mix of personalities be able to get along with each other? Watch Haganai to know the answer to that question and to experience the fun of this group. On the 8th number, the anime name is Senran Kagura Ninja Flash. Based on the best-selling video game franchise, Senran Kagura Ninja Flash follows 5 young women who are training to become official ninjas at Hanzo Academy. All the while, they must stave off the dark ninja of the Hiritsuheibi Girls Academy. Asuka, Kasuragi, Ikaruga, Yaguya and Hibari train under their mentor Kiriya to take care of the Girls Academy's delinquents, all the while striving to become the best ninja possible. Did I mention that when they get into fights, their clothes are soon torn off? Yeah, that's a kind of thing over here. But you will love it if you are into animes like Highschool DxD. On the 7th number, the anime name is So I Can Play H. Can you resist making a deal with a smoking hot goddess of death? If you are like Ryosuke Kaga, the protagonist in the series, you cannot. Ryosuke is a horny student at the Momozomo Academy who happens upon a girl standing alone in the rain. The girl turns out to be a Grim Reaper named as Lisara Redsal. Lisara makes a contract with Ryosuke, draining his spirit to gain energy that she needs to stay in the mortal world. Left with no choice and no soul, Ryosuke must join Lisara in her quest. First released in 2012, Dakara Boku wa Eiji ga Dekinai is a highly enjoyable anime. It has beautiful art, a captivating musical score, and a great storyline that will hook you from the beginning to the end. On the 6th number, the anime name is TrinitySeven. Kasuga Arata is a teenager who lives along with his cousins and childhood friend Hijiri, discovering that this life is really only the creation of a mysterious grimoire, that the world he lives in has been destroyed and that Hijiri has disappeared. Arata decides to join the Billy Academy in order to become a mage himself and save his cousin. There, he joins up with 6 other magic users, including Lilith herself. Together, the 7 of them works to improve their powers, restore Arata's hometown, and save Hijiri. Like Highschool DxD, TrinitySeven features a school setting, supernatural elements, a harem setup, and a tons of fan service. Thus, the TrinitySeven, the most powerful mages of the school, are forced to teach Arata magic for better or for worse. On the 5th number, the anime name is To Love Ru. Rito Yuki is a high school student who still hasn't been able to confess to the love of his life, Haruna Sairenchi. One day, while Rito is sitting in a bathtub, he is met by a strange naked girl with a devil's tail. She turns out to be Lala Satalin Deviluke, the crown princess of the planet Deviluke. When she is forced to marry one of the marriage candidates from her home kingdom of Deviluke, she refuses, saying she will marry Rito if she can stay on Earth. Things only spiral out of control from there as Lala's alien suitors come calling in for effort to force Rito, who wanted no part of this, into submission. Oh, and everyone's half naked too. So that shouldn't be too much for folks searching for animes like Highschool DxD. On the fourth number, the anime name is Prison School. Hachimitsu Academy is an elite high school for the girls in Tokyo, characterized by strict rules of conducting, including a ban on dating boys. At the beginning of the series, however, the school decides to open its door also to the boys, keeping the same rules. But to their amazement, the new male student turns out to be only 5 boys. The boys quickly becomes friends, but things turns bad when the group is discovered spying on the women's toilets. The punishment is established in a month of imprisonment and hard labor by the strict secret student association of the school led by President Mari, daughter of the principal, Vice President Meiko, and Secretary Hana. Follow the life, fun and exciting adventures of these 5 boys in the private prison of Prison School. On the third number, the anime name is Strike the Blood. Kojo Akatsuki's seemingly ordinary life changes forever when he surprisingly gains the power of a vampire after a strange incident. Aware of the destructive abilities that he can later master, the Lion King organization sends sword shaman Yukina Himeragi to keep an eye on him and even execute the teenager if the condition deems it necessary. But to everyone's surprise, the duo ends up forming an unexpected alliance to fight against chaotic forces. Both Borderline and H-anime, Strike the Blood and Highschool DxD have harem and ecchi elements. Moreover, the male protagonists of the show are turned into the supernatural beings who slowly learns to adapt to their newfound abilities. Therefore, if you have watched either one of them, you will surely find the other entertaining as well. On the second number, the anime name is Testament of the Sister New Devil. Basara Tojo is a high school student studying at Hijirisaka Academy. One day, his father Jin suddenly marries again and asks Basara if he wants to have sisters. Basara meets his 2 beautiful adoptive sisters, Mio Naruse and Maria Naruse. After his father travels abroad, Basara quickly discovers that the 2 sisters are actually a part of demonic clan. And he is actually a part of clan of heroes. Mio, a demonic princess, tries to force a master-servant contract with Basara, but Maria turns out to be opposite, with Basara as a master. This anime has only 10 episodes with 2 OVA episodes, so definitely it's a short run and amazing anime to watch if you like Highschool DxD. On the first number, the anime name is Highschool of the Dead. When an unprepared world is swept by a horrifying pandemic that turns humans into zombies, Takashi Kimuro makes the life-changing decision to kill his friends after he has come to the undead. But as he begins his search for human life, he is greeted by a frightening silence and comes face to face with a fallen society. Luckily, he later reunites with Rei Miyamoto, his friend's lover, and other surviving students who vows to fight back and start a search for their loved ones. Just like Highschool DxD, Highschool of the Dead is also an action-packed supernatural anime with ecchi and harem elements that features a lot of blood semi-nude scenes that fans will definitely relish. And that's for today's video, guys. That was the video about top 15 animes similar to Highschool DxD. What are your thoughts about this list? What are your thoughts about this video? Let me know your favorite anime out of this list in the comment section down below. Then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post daily anime content about top 10 top 5 listings, anime reviews, recommendations, news, theories and all sorts of anime content on daily basis. So, if you enjoyed, please subscribe, and that was it, and I will see you in the next one. Sayonara.